What do you say we send off the weekend with a great game of football, everybody? The stage is set. It is Sunday night prime time here on EA Sports. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Fielded at the 7. Takes out a one-stop. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Waller with the catch. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Tua off the play fake. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Trying to run it in, Achane. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead right away. Devon Achane with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Juke the defender. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
The play fake. Now Smith to throw. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Shovel pass complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Smith. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe a Raider covered that one, so the Raiders hang on to possession. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Complete beyond the marker. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Tua now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Trying again, following the sack. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force him throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
This our last play of the quarter. Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're lining up to punt a little shy of midfield. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. 2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. That's Mayer. He's got it. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun give here to Genty. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Zach Sealer there to bring him down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Smith. He finds Adams, complete. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. You had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They put a receiver in motion here left. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Smith to the air now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and 4 coming up now. And again, it's Smith. That's him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Taken in by Hill, right side.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. A-Chain running to the right. Still motoring past the 30. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 42. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Throwing now from the gun. Gets this one to Myers. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Smith on 1st down. And finds Adams downfield. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
1st down, Smith to throw. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
From the red zone now. The back grabs it. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Mostert is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he will be stopped now, but what to like about that effort? Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Tagovailoa on first down. Hits his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. From the 39. Completed to his running back. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Tagovailoa looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. He's running for it. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
From the 21. Finds his back, Achane. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Running back sent in motion. Working inside the red zone. Wentz is there, and he goes down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Time left, and they take the lead right as halftime arrives. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vegas offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Smith. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. He completes it in traffic. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play good for 17 on a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. And again, it's Smith. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Hits him on the in route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They go play action. Here's Smith. He's stepping up, and he's going to run. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll run with Mostert, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down just inside the 25. Miami offense headed out there now. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Achane gets this on the draw. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Remain cracked with the play defensively.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Tua now from the gun. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You could put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam, sack, punch.
Punt team on the field. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 31. That's completed right side. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for Raiders first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. So now here's 3rd and 5. Option play. Here's Mostert. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
1st down, ball at the 36. Good forward, up 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Well, half the hay is in the barn when you get 5 on 1st down. And now they're in such a good spot where you can attack those other 5 yards in any way you want.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They send a tight end in motion. It's Mostert on 2nd down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Smith to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long going to be the key here down the stretch.
4-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Looking for a target. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
The Raiders go a nickel on this third down. Looking to throw. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And he's got them fight the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Tagovailoa on first down. Puts some air under it, deep down the left. Oh, he forced it, intercepted, and that could do it. And the Raiders are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover. First down, Smith to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Back to throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Takes this in at the 25. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Back to throw. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Didn't stop quickly. The catch moves him to the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Completed to his running back. Passes through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. He'll look to throw it. Looking slant route, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. To Waddle again. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds for the first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
A tight end in motion now. Achane. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
At the 2-yard line.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Gun, Tagovailoa. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Smith on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
34-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Smith. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Second and 6 coming up here. And again, it's Smith. Holds in, again it's Bowers. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.